Legacy characters there. Oh yeah, I already said that. My last video, I discussed some of the legacy characters to come out of Marvel Comics. You should go check it out. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about legacy characters from DC. Just like Marvel, DC has a ton of legacy characters spanning from their comics, movies, shows, and more. Some of DC's legacy characters are actually some of my favorite characters in comics. I just want to point out that in case anyone is wondering, these two videos aren't about the legacies themselves, and more about the specific characters in these legacies that I enjoy. I will be briefly mentioning a couple of legacies in their entirety, but not all of them. Once again, I'm not going over every legacy character, so if I miss your favorite, I've prepared an apology for you. I'm Wally West, starting off this video with one of the most famous examples of a hero taking over their mentor's mantle, and let's be honest, probably the greatest DC legacy character, Wally West, who was known as Kid Flash, also known to many as The Flash. Whether you read current comics, watch the CW show, or the DCEU, you know that Barry Allen is The Flash, but for a long time, it wasn't. Following the multiverse-shattering event known as Crisis on Infinite Earths, Barry Allen died saving the multiverse. After this, Barry's sidekick, Wally West, took over the mantle of The Flash for many years. To many people, Wally West was their Flash. I remember when I was growing up watching Justice League / Justice League Unlimited, that Wally was the Flash in that show. And I just really love Wally West as a character, both as Kid Flash and the Flash. He is just awesome in the comics and in TV shows such as Young Justice, Justice League, and Teen Titans. He is also the fastest Flash. No, don't debate me on it, it is just fact. After Barry Allen returned and the New 52 happened, Wally West was seemingly forgotten and replaced by Wallace West, who is a different character with the same name. Wally West finally returned in DC Rebirth and then resumed the mantle as the Flash. Currently, he's got a really cool blue suit from getting Dr. Manhattan powers. Wait, what are you doing here again? Speaking of glowing people from outer space, kinda, let me talk about the Green Lanterns. The Green Lantern legacy is actually pretty big, with the original Green Lantern being Alan Scott way back in the Golden Age. The Green Lantern was then reimagined as the Green Lantern Corps, and the Green Lantern of Earth was Hal Jordan. Over the years, there have been more and more Green Lanterns of Earth, such as John Stewart, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, Simon Baz, and Jessica Cruz. They're all really good characters that have their own unique styles and personalities, and I honestly can't even say who's my favorite Lantern just because I think they're all really cool. I've got my eye on you though, Guy Gardner. I don't know about y'all, but Green Lantern the animated series is just tragically underrated, and they recently announced an HBO Max Green Lantern series where each episode will be about a different Lantern, so that is definitely something to look forward to. So Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing, is one of my favorite characters of all time. He was the original Robin that fought alongside Batman and grew to be his own hero. He's just such a cool character, except when DC wants to shoot him in the head, dislocate his shoulder, and create Rick Grayson. Thank God that one's over. I never considered Dick Grayson a legacy character because he was, well, his own character with Robin and Nightwing, but this all changed when Dick Grayson took on the legacy of the Batman after Bruce Wayne had presumably died. He became Batman and took on a Robin, being Bruce Wayne's son, Damian Wayne. And while I love him as Nightwing, and I know that Damian is technically the heir to the cow being Bruce's son, come on. Dick Grayson, although he might not want, is the true successor to the Batman legacy. Speaking of Robin, after Dick Grayson moved on past his life as Robin, his mantle was passed down to many different people such as, and I'm breaking canon here, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Stephanie Brown, Carrie Kelly, and Damian Wayne. So that legacy is stacked. The Robin legacy is great as almost each person who has taken on the mantle of Robin have grown into their own character and created a really strong Bat family. So yeah, Wally West, the Green Lanterns, and the Robins are some of my favorite DC legacy characters, but there are just a few more I want to briefly go over. One of my newer favorite characters is Courtney Whitmore, aka Stargirl. She first appeared in Stars and Stripe and took up the mantle of previous hero, the Star-Spangled Kid. I really enjoy Stars and Stripe. It's just a really fun comic series that's full of charm, and she even teams up with the Young Justice team, which is one of my favorite teams in comics. She currently has a TV series which is super fun, so I highly recommend checking it out. Another pretty awesome character is Jaime Reyes, aka the Third Blue Beetle. Now, if I'm honest, I haven't read all too much of any of his stories, and the most exposure I got when learning about the character was from the Young Justice TV series, where he was a pretty major character in its second season, and I just remember him being super cool. The last legacy I want to bring up is the Batgirl legacy. We all know Barbara Gordon as the most iconic Batgirl, but did you know she wasn't the first? The first was actually a character named Betty Kane. I guess that technically makes Barbara a legacy character, although I don't know how it is with current canon. But there are also other cool characters that carry on the Batgirl legacy, such as Cassandra Cain, Helena Bertinelli, and Stephanie Brown. But once again, Barbara Gordon is the most iconic and my personal favorite Batgirl. So those are some of the coolest legacy characters to come out of DC Comics. I enjoyed making these, so if you'd like me to do more of these types of videos or rankings, let me know in the comments down below. Please, I need ideas. If you have a favorite DC legacy character, please let me know. As always, thank you guys for watching. Sub to the channel if you like the content, and always remember to support your local comic book shops, and have a wonderful day.